everyone! Last time, in chapter 17 of Leviticus, we learned about the importance of blood and how it represents life. We learned that to honor God, we had to offer animals in a specific place, at the tabernacle, and that the blood was for making things right with God. God wanted His people, the Israelites, to be set apart and holy. Well, now we move on to chapter 18. And God continues to tell the people how to live differently and how to be holy. God said to Moses, "Tell the people, I am the Lord your God. You must not act like the people in Egypt, where you used to live, or the people in Canaan, where you are going. Don't copy their ways. You must follow my rules and keep my laws. If you do this, you will truly live." So, what were the rules? In chapter 18, God talks a lot about how people should treat one another in their families and in their relationships. He gives instructions to protect the family. He tells them there are certain close relatives you should never marry or have certain relationships with, like your mother, your sister, or your aunt. Think of it like a set of very important invisible boundaries. These boundaries help keep families strong and pure, and they honor the special, sacred nature of a husband and wife being joined together. God was making sure that the Israelite families wouldn't be confusing or hurt by improper relationships. God also warned them against some very bad practices of the nations around them. For example, He said, "You shall not give any of your children to offer them to Moloch." This meant they should never, ever follow the terrible customs of the people in the land who would burn or give away their children to a false god named Moloch. God was saying, "Your children belong to me, the one true God, and you must never hurt them to worship a pretend god." And what are the implications, or the results, of following these instructions? God tells them that the people in the land they were going to live in, Canaan, were already doing all these wrong, sinful things. And because of it, the land itself was becoming unclean. If God's people chose to ignore these rules, if they chose to copy the bad examples of the other nations, then God warns them that the land would actually spit them out, just as it was doing to the people there now. The big lesson is this: when we follow God's good, loving rules for our relationships and our families, we honor Him, and we bring life and blessing to our homes and our community. God wanted Israel to be different, to be a light, to show the world how good and pure life could be when lived His way. And just like Israel, we are called to be set apart and holy in the way we live and treat others today. That's chapter 18. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and next time, we'll look at chapter 19 to see even more ways God teaches His people to love Him and love their neighbors. God bless.